What a blowout. Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. Obviously, it's Friday night when I'm filming this. Kayla and I just got home from the Pittsburgh Penguins game. We were down PPG Paints Arena. I still call it Consol Energy Center personally. But yeah, we were down there as the Penguins were playing a game tonight against, ironically, the Dallas Stars, which is a team from her city, from where Kayla lives. If you weren't familiar, Kayla is from the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas, and the team we were playing tonight was the Dallas Stars, so it's kind of funny. And as much as I got Kayla hooked on hockey, and she likes the Penguins, she said during the game she was neutral tonight, and I get that. And then towards the end of the game, she was saying, yeah, I was kind of rooting for the Stars. I'll give her that. I get it. I totally get it. But what a blowout, though. It was a fun game. It was a nail-biter. Pens played their hearts off, as did Dallas. Dallas gave us a challenge in this game. And thankfully, what looked like to be a disappointing game, being 0-0 for a while, and then the Stars took the early lead, and it was 1-0 them until pretty much almost the end of the second period. We tied it up, and in the third period, got the winner. It ended up being a total of 4-2, so the Pens won 4-2. So thankfully, my voice is pretty much shot because I was screaming the whole time. And it's really funny. When we were there, I took some footage, not much, just a little bit to give you an idea of what it's like at Consol Energy Center. Yes, I'm saying Consol because it's not PPG Paints Arena. And it's not the Igloo. I love the Igloo, but that was a different building. The Civic Arena, Mellon Arena, the Igloo, that was a different building. This is Consol. But anyway, what happened was I was filming just a little bit of footage when they were attacking on the Dallas side, and literally just a couple of seconds after I hit record, the Pens scored a goal, so I was able to get that on camera here. So check this out just for the heck of it, and don't mind me screaming at the top of my lungs. That's what I tend to do at Penguins games.
Come on. That was awesome. I got that on the video. That was awesome as hell. Oh,
man. Okay, so that was that. But yeah, boy, what a fun time we had. And I got some goodies today, too. It was a promotional night for the Penguins. And at all Penguins home games, they always give out a nice time book, program books and stuff. You know, it tells you about, it's mostly advertisements, but it tells you about the coaching, the players, who the lineup is, the roster lineup for the Penguins and the opposing team, and in this case, the Stars. But I really like this one because it's my favorite player in the National Hockey League, and that's Patrick Hornquist. I really love him. And I thought about wearing his jersey today, but I just wasn't feeling right. Every time I've worn his jersey to games in the past, we've lost. And then the first game that Kayla and I went to earlier this season, I wore my new Jake Gensel jersey, which I just bought, and we lost. So I went with Old Faithful. I wear my Sidney Crosby one that has my Stanley Cup Champions patch on it, or Finals patch from 2016. I wear this one in almost every time I do, we win. So I'm like, you know what? I want to go to a game and win. So I just went with good old Crosby, and we pulled through, got the victory. But yeah, so it's cool because I always give out these books, and after the games are over, people tend to leave them laying around. So I grab extras to give to my coworkers and my boss and stuff because they're all huge Penguins fans too. But what was really cool was tonight was calendar night, and thanks to Highmark, they sponsored these calendars that they gave out to every fan in attendance. And it's great because I go every year for calendar night because I take it to work. And, you know, it's cool because it has like players from the Penguins hockey team on here for every month. But what I really like too is that for the current season, they'll actually have the season on here, the games and promotional nights. Like, for example, here in December, on December 12th, it's theme night, ugly holiday sweater and team yearbook night. So that's pretty cool. So I got a couple of these too. Kayla got one, I got one, and then people leave them laying around. So we got a handful of them. And like with the program books, we'll be giving those to my, my boss and coworkers. Okay, so there was that with the calendars and books. But after every game, I always go down to the main level where we walk into the building, and I always go into the Pens gear store there. And that's where they have like the biggest selection of Penguins merchandise available. They have little Pens gear stores throughout the arena, but the big one on the first level is the one I always go to. It's just like a tradition. I always go in there after each game. Most times I don't buy anything, or I'll just look around to see if there's anything cool. A lot of times the clearance racks have something cool, and I usually hit those up because you can get something that's awesome, like a holiday themed one, and just because a holiday's over and it's on clearance doesn't mean it won't be good the next year. Like, that's how I scored my Penguins St. Patrick's Day hat that's all green with a green emblem on it. I got it was like half off. I bought it 2 days after St. Patrick's Day, and I wear it every March for St. Patty's Day. So, but this time, I got a score, in my opinion. For starters, Kayla ended up buying me this for our Christmas tree, our first Christmas tree. It's a snowflake ornament with the Pens logo. And that's our first official ornament that we bought for the Christmas tree. So that's going to be cool, thanks to her. It's like we got each other these little anniversary gifts because this week we celebrated our 1-year anniversary. And we're going to have a special video about that tomorrow, about like how our worlds came together over the Shaler Kmart. So, but that was that, and then I ended up, she really liked this hockey puck, this Penguins rainbow hockey puck. So I figured, she was going to buy it, so I'm like, no, I'll get it for you. It's a little anniversary gift from me to you. And this promotes their, they have a night for that too. Hockey is for everyone night. So that's a cool little thing too. And I personally liked it. I think it's really cool. And with the collection of hockey pucks I have, this will go right along with all of them. So there's that. But for me personally, I like the shirt that I found for $15. And some people might, some of you hockey fans, you might not understand it, but I do. The jersey that I found, or shirt, is number 35. That's our backup goaltender, Tristan Jarry. Tristan Jarry is the official backup to Matt Murray, our starter. Casey DeSmith was our backup years past. But Tristan Jarry, he's been a solid backup, a reliable one, and he's been on the team with us since we won our last pair of Stanley Cups. So to see this and to get it for $15, I wasn't passing that up. So that's pretty cool. I really like that a lot. So, and I just scored a Justin Schultz one at the other game we were at for $15 as well. So a couple of wins in my book. So I really like that. So we made out. It was a fun night. And I'm tired. So even though you're seeing this in the morning, right now it's about midnight, so I'm going to bed. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed just looking at that, even if you're not a Penguins fan. If you're just a hockey fan in general, that's cool. I always get decked out for Penguins games. I even take my rally towel from the playoff games, from from our home playoff games, and we have these shirts that they give out too to fans. This one was actually from the Raise the Banner night when we won the Stanley Cup in 2016. They gave those out to every fan in attendance. So yeah, I get decked out. I'm a Penguins fan. What can I say? I even have their tattoo on my ankle, so. But anyway, guys, yeah, we're going to wrap up this video. Like I said, stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to have a special one. Basically, Kayla and I just talking about how our worlds came together and what it means for us to celebrate our first year anniversary. Oh yeah, one more thing before I actually do wrap up this video. I want to give a shout out to the 3 fans that I met at tonight's hockey game. Well, 4 technically, but yeah, it's funny. It's amazing what YouTube has done and how my channel has impacted other people's lives to this extent. It's really grateful, the things that I hear from, subscribers, especially when I meet them in person, whether it's on purpose or by accident. In tonight's case, it was by accident for all 3, technically 4. It was one was a mother and her daughter. When we first got to the arena, Kayla was getting some French fries, and I was getting ready to buy a beer and take our seats. And it was great because this lady like bumps into me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you, because it's crowded. And then she proceeds to tell us that she's a fan, and she and her daughter watch our videos. So if you're watching this video, thank you so much for your support. And, just stopping by to say that really made my day. And I'm really grateful that you enjoy my videos, and I hope you enjoy this one. And I hope you enjoyed the Pens game last night. That was fun. So, so that was one thing. And then when the game was over, we were proceeding to go downstairs to leave. A gentleman bumped into me, and I don't like to mention everybody's names because some people like to remain anonymous, but a gentleman bumped into me, and he's like, hey, I'm a big fan. I watch your videos. And again, just hearing that really makes me feel great inside. I feel, honestly, this is how I see myself. I'm just another everyday person. I'm just another face in the crowd of 18,000 down at Consol Energy Center watching a Pens game. But to have somebody recognize you and say something about how they appreciate your work, that really makes me feel good about myself. Because I love doing these videos for you guys. I love making these videos for your enjoyment. It's a lot of fun for me to do. It's bittersweet because, things like that, Kmart's closing. I document them to keep the memories of these places alive, very much so alive after they're gone. So, but it's also so much fun to explore and just share our experiences with you. But that meant a lot to me. But there was one guy that just, I didn't even know what to say. He bumps into me during the second intermission. I go upstairs to get a bag for our calendars and our books and stuff, because a couple people sitting next to us, they spilled their drinks all over the floor, and the whole floor was all wet, so I didn't want to get our stuff ruined. So I went upstairs to get a bag just to keep everything dry. And right where I was walking, there was like a big bar area there up on the second level, and this guy bumps into me, and he's like, I'm a huge fan. Oh my God, you're a legend, Wally. I love your work. You do such great videos. I love your videos, Richard and Kara's and Nate's and everybody else's. And I was like, dude, thank you so much. Again, I'm just speechless because of that. And he's like, let me buy you a beer, man. You deserve it. I'm like, dude, I don't want you buying me a beer, honestly, because it's so expensive down there. For one beer, it's like $13.50 for a 24-ounce can. And plus, I had one, and I can make that one can last the whole game. When they cost $13.50, it's easy to do that. So, but I'm like, no, I don't want you buying me a beer. I appreciate it, but don't, So, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. He's like, no, you deserve it. No, you work hard to do that channel. You deserve a beer. And he just refused to take my answer of a no. Okay, so he goes, he buys himself a beer and buys me a beer. He's like, what are you drinking? I'm like, well, I like Labatt Blue, and he just wasn't going to leave me alone until I said yes. And I mean, I'm not saying anything out of ill will. I'm like, it's just like, you're that dedicated. That's cool. But what I thought was really cool was I was expecting like a can, just like a regular can, but instead he gets me the souvenir cup. And this is so cool because, and don't mind, I just rinsed it out, so it's still got water, on it. But this is their Halloween special cup. Like the penguin is wearing like a cape on it, and there's a witch on a hockey stick flying over the moon. You got the regular Pens logo. You got bats flying around it in trees. And my personal favorite is right there. You got the hockey net, the goal net with 2 bats hanging off of it. So that's really cool. So not only did I end up getting a beer courtesy of this gentleman, but I also got this souvenir cup to take home. And it's like, not like it's cheap. Like, I'm squeezing this and it doesn't bend very well. Like, that's solid plastic. That's a really, really cool cup. I really like that a lot with the Halloween theme penguin on there. And I even noticed that the penguin has, like, fangs. But that is so cool. So thank you for that very, very much. And I owe you one next time we're at a Pens game and I bump into you. Because I can't take something like this without returning the favor. So I just feel bad, but that's really nice of you, so thank you very much. But yeah, anyway, it's getting late. I want to wrap up this video, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So for real this time, don't work too hard if you're working today. If you're not, enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully the weather's nice. Hopefully it's not too cold, it's not too hot. And yeah, like I said, I'll talk to you guys later. So take care and stay awesome. And to end the video, I forgot I actually had footage from the end of the game when we won. So you'll see the ticker on the Jumbotron hit 0. They'll announce the empty net goal that Chris Letang got. And then it'll say Pens win, and then the big train horn goes off there. So enjoy that. And if you're not a Penguins fan, my apologies. I'm a hockey fan in general. I do like other teams. I've actually always really liked the Colorado Avalanche, especially back to the days of Patrick Waugh. So that's one of my teams that I really like too. And for some reason, the Calgary Flames is another team that I've always enjoyed. So don't ask me why. Maybe it has to do with the colors or the themes or logos. I don't know. But I've just, certain players from certain teams, and even the Vegas Golden Knights are growing on me. And I obviously, being a diehard Pens fan, having Marc-Andre Fleury, our most beloved Penguin, be the goaltender on that team, and seeing him succeed, it's growing on me, and I'm becoming a fan of that team, and I feel bad that they didn't win the Cup last year, but congrats to the Blues. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. So enjoy the end of the game and the siren, it goes off, and I'll talk to you guys later. So have a great day. I'm going to bed since it's 1:45 in the morning when I'm recording this. So have a great day. I'll have a great day when I wake up. So take care, guys, and stay awesome. Bye-bye.
And the Pens win in just a handful of seconds.
The Pittsburgh goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 58, Chris Letang.
Yeah!
With an assist to number 72, Patrick
Woo!
Waugh.
Yeah!
And 59, Jay Gensel.
Woo!
An empty net goal in 1938.
Thank you!
Letang from Hornquist and Gensel in 1938.
And
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has
just left the building. Yeah!
Your final score, Pittsburgh Penguins 4, Dallas Stars